Hello, I'm Howie Sheriff. Welcome to another program from You Call This Yoga, an educational nonprofit organization. Today we'll be focusing on deskside wellness. We'll establish a good posture, some ways to unwind, increase energy, and focus. Let's start by sitting mountain. Feet pointing forward, knees 2 fists apart, train tracks, elbows tucked onto the ribs, heart open, chin level, head over the spine. Oh, and also a secret. The lumbar limbo roll. What's the lumbar limbo? I'll show you. But the concept here is this roll, which is a bath towel and rubber bands, is positioned in the lower back area, just above the waist, the lumbar area, and that curve corresponds to the curve in the back of the neck. We like to have it in this way, not in a C shape. By having a roll, it allows one to have a reference point to then push the tailbone underneath that roll or limbo bar. So we can do a lumbar limbo by pressing the feet and pushing the tail under the bar. Exhale and release. Try that a couple times. If you keep the hands on the thighs, you may notice how they engage as the tail rolls back. What else can happen with the limbo bar is that as the tail goes under when you inhale, on the exhale you can roll the shoulders back onto this imaginary item. Inhale, tail back. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Settle. Try this. You may not have a lumbar limbo roll yet, but I suggest experimenting with one. In the meantime, use your best skill to push the tail down and back, roll the shoulders as you exhale, and rest. One more. Wonderful. In yoga, many poses have counter poses. What we were starting to develop was cow pose. The opposite will be a development called cat. Cat, we are actually trying to create that rolled C shape of the spine. If you take a gentle breath and lift the heart, exhale, roll the tail forward away from the limbo bar, roll the belly up, widen the shoulders, and drop the chin. And inhale, come back to neutral. I'm going to take my roll out for the moment. Gentle inhale, tail forward, belly up, heart sinks, shoulders widen, head drops. Inhale to neutral. 2 more. Together, they make a very nice flow. Ground the feet, set the elbows, take a deep breath, tail back, belly forward, heart open, chin lift, Exhale, tail forward, belly back, shoulders widen, head drops. Several more. Let the breath drive the movement. With the inhale, you lighten up and radiate. With the exhale, draw down, release, close. One more. And rest. We'll move to dog variations. Downward dog is a standard conventional yoga pose. There may not be room around us, a place to warm up before that, so we can do our miniature version at our desk with our chair or a countertop or the wall. I'll use the chair here as a model. If you place the palms in the middle of the chair, make sure it doesn't roll and that there's something stable behind it. Walk the feet out. Have the hands shoulder width apart. The head centered, the back straight. With the inhale, draw the heels down and raise the tail up to the ceiling as we were developing cow pose. And exhale, hinge the hips, sink back, and let the head land about the level of the upper arms. And breathe an extra breath in this position. Inhale, come up. Check how that feels for you. Some may walk the feet back a little bit. Set the hands, keep the elbows drawn in. Inhale, raise the tail. Exhale, hinge the hips, sink back. Draw the shoulder blades in, the head no lower than the upper arms. Inhale, up again. Two more. Honor what your shoulders allow. Coming up on an inhale. One more, sink on an exhale. Tail stays lifted. And come back. Walk it in. Stand up and make sure that your blood pressure is nice and level. No spikes, no drops. And we'll move to a dog variation called half dog. This time, upward facing. We were just at half dog. In this position, we'll lean forward, keep the heels engaged. We'll call this plank, and then lift the heels. Press the palms and fingertips down, lift the heart, sink the hips, upward facing, half dog on a chair. Inhale, raise the tail, come straight back, half dog. Inhale, come up through plank, which is with straight arms, elbows drawn in. And then lifting the heels, sinking the hips. Two more. And return, and let's come back to the chair. We just put some pressure on our wrists and hands. Let's loosen them up a little bit. Sink the elbows and shake them out. Let's change a light bulb. Let's flex and point. And consider how we're going to put the middle spaces between the fingers against each other. Not easy. All right, ready? 4 times, 4 times, 4 times, 4 times. Same reverse. And rest. That gets the blood flowing. All right. Let's go back to our half dog, upward facing half dog, plank flow. We'll build in cat into this flow and give it a little more spinal ripple. We'll continue with our flow. Inhale, lift the tail, come back to half dog. Inhale, belly to the spine, through cat, through plank, into upward facing half dog. Exhale, raise the tail and come back into half dog. And then come up through cat, finishing an inhale. Exhale, bring it back to half dog. Inhaling it up through cat, all the way to upward dog. And exhale back to one more half dog. And back to neutral. And let's return. Roll those wrists out again. We'll sit on the chair, take a few breaths, and transition to the next program.